23 on honouring the poor. Do you, with your acts of favouritism, really believe in our glorious Lord Jesus Christ? For if a person with gold rings and in fine clothes comes into your assembly, and if a poor person in dirty clothes also comes in, and if you take notice of the one wearing the fine clothes and say, "Have a seat here, please," while to the one who is poor you say, "Stand there," or "Sit at my feet," have you not made the designations among yourself and become judges with evil thoughts? Listen, my beloved brothers and sisters. Has God not chosen the poor in the world to be rich in faith and to be the heirs of the kingdom that he has promised to those who love him? But you have dishonoured the poor. Is it not the rich who oppress you? Is it not they who drag you into court? Is it not they who blaspheme the excellent name that was invoked over you? For it was the rich, to whom they were showing favouritism, who were dragging the members of their congregation through the courts. Why would you discriminate in favour of your persecutors? He also goes on to argue in verses 8 and 9 that it's against the law of the God because it breaks the command to love our neighbours as ourselves, thereby wreaking havoc on all the commandments. Note, incidentally, how much James' words here run in parallel with Matthew's version of the Sermon on the Mount in chapter 7. Some have suggested that James was working from source material that drew on the sermon when he wrote this letter. Discrimination based on class and wealth is contrary Christian profession. For the poor, James argues, are our teachers. One of the challenges for the Christian church is the way we seem to have failed to learn this lesson over many centuries. The Bishop of Burnley, Philip North, described the Church of England as being conflict in the abandonment of the poor. There is a structural as well as congregational way of favouring the rich over the poor. There are unavoidable questions about the resources that churches allocate to work on our most deprived estates, and about our priorities in mission. 24. One body in Christ. I appeal to you, therefore, brothers and sisters, by the mercies of God, to present your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable to God, which is your spiritual worship. Do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of our minds, so that you may discern what is the will of God, what is the good and acceptable and perfect. For by the grace given to me, I say to everyone among you, not to think of yourself more highly than you ought to think, but to think with sober judgment, each according to the measure of faith that God has assigned. For as in one body we have many members, and not all the members have the same function, so we, who are many, are one body in Christ, and individually we are members of one another. We have the gifts that differ according to the grace given to us. Prophecy in proportion to faith, ministry in ministering, the teacher in teaching, the exhorter in exhortation, the giver in generosity, the leader in diligence, the compassionate in cheerfulness.